Ese tipo está fumando hierba.
You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit.
Hey, my people, so welcome back to Boricua Science Nation, family. I'm just gonna start by saluting my people from Puerto Rico, all of those Boricuas from the island, the United States, and the whole world. Salute to you, Boricuas. We love you all from here, from Puerto Rico, from the heart, family, from the heart. Okay, so I want to salute my Hispanic people, including the Mexicans. Eso chingao, a lo chingao. Este, also my people from Chicago, where I was born, in the United States as a whole, the greatest nation in the world, family. Ooh, okay. Let's start with this, family. Let me show you this, because if you go to BoxRec, you're gonna see that they got this guy right here, Angulo. I like this Angulo. I'm not saying this is gonna make it different in the fight, okay? They got him at 6'1", okay? Egel Belanga is 6'1", okay? So why does he look so small? Okay, step when he's stepping face to face with Egel Belanda. I don't think this guy has that height. Okay, I think he's smaller. And these people always put on some crazy numbers there. Um, like they did with Canelo Alvarez. Sometimes they put the Canelo Alvarez is 5'7.5" tall. They put it that he's 5'8". Sometimes they put that he's 5'9". So you really don't know how high this guys how tall these guys are. Okay. So I want to show you because some people might say, "Oh, but maybe Egel Belanga has bigger shoes, and that's why so he looks taller." No, because if you take a look at this picture right here, you can see that Egel Belanga, he might have some shoes that are a little bit taller, okay? But it's not like his shoes are like 3 or 4 inches taller. That is what Egel Belanga looks right there. He's like 2, 3 or 4 inches tall. Okay. Okay, if you take a look at this picture right here, you're gonna see that Egel Belanga looks a lot taller. Okay, take a look at this. See, a lot taller. They said that, and I'm gonna show it to you. And BoxRec, they got the guy with 75 reach. He's got two inches longer arms than Engel Belanda. Okay, what did he do? I always do that. Okay, no problem. Okay, so I just want to start by showing you something. I want to show you some things. I want to show you some things. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here. I was gonna make some fun at jogging today, but I'm just not into that. They gotta be a grown up in the house, you know. So I'm gonna be that grown up. I'm not gonna be making. I'm just gonna stop making fun of these people and stop with this reggaetonero things by attacking them. They are attacking me. I'm making stupid videos, making uh, 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 um, you know, just attacking me with homosexual things. You know, I'm not into that. You know, I'm not into that. Um, I'm just I call them names. I'm taking just like I said before. I'm just looking at their their I just make fun at their voices. In the case of Chucky, his voice. And in the case of Ñoño, his fat. You know that's why I make fun of the guy. This guy just come up with some homosexual things, attacking me with those things, and I'm not into that, man. You know, I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna stop. I want to show you this because this is true. This is true. When you take a look at this guy, Carl Moretti, this guy is a legend in boxing. A legend in boxing. This guy is the I think he's the vice president of Top Rank right now. Carl Moretti. Okay, take so I can show it to you. Okay, so Carl Moretti was there in the conference today, in the press conference. I'm gonna show you what he said. Okay, so Moretti leaving Di Bella. He was with Di Bella for Top Rank. Carl Moretti got an offer he couldn't refuse. So one of the most respected executive in boxing industry is leaving promoter Di Bella Entertainment to head boxing operations as a vice president for Bob Bottom's Top Rank. Okay, one of the biggest promotional companies in the world. Okay, so Carl Moretti is the vice president of Top Rank. Okay, and he was right there today. And just take a look at what he said. Man, this is so true. This is so true because not only he's not the only one who has said this. Okay, because you just gotta win your fights. Sometimes you're gonna look good, sometimes you're gonna look bad. That is depending on how your opponent is gonna come to fight you. Because Edgar Belanga is the kind of fighter. Edgar Belanga is the kind of fighter that is gonna go in there and just try to knock you out. And people know that, but boxers know that. So what do they do? They try to survive. Okay, they try to survive. This last 3 fights that Edgar Belanga has had against, let's say, better opposition, is they're not the biggest opponents out there. They're not the biggest opponents, but 2 of them have fought for titles already. Okay, and this one, the Edgar Belanga is going to fight right now, has fought 2 times for 2 titles. He lost those 2 fights, but he didn't get knocked out. Okay, David Benavidez got a stoppage. Okay, he didn't get hurt. He wasn't knocked out in the fight. He got a stoppage. Okay, so this guy has fought 2 times for 2 world titles, and he went in there to fight. Let's see if he goes in there to fight Edgar Belanga. Okay, because if you want to make this exciting, okay, an exciting fight, you got to go in there to fight. Okay, if you're gonna go in there to try to win by decision, maybe you're gonna lose just like this guy Marcelo Esteban Cáceres lost, and Steve Rose lost as well. So we all know that Edgar Belanga can box. Okay, Edgar Belanga can box. Okay, so it is in the hands of Alexis Angulo. Okay, so let's show you this. What Carl Moretti said.
To our main event, Edgar Berlanga, Alexis Angulo. Carl, this is an exciting fight. Just an exciting fight. I really have no other words for it. It's Puerto Rican Day weekend here in New York. This card is stacked, and Edgar headlining.
Well, I hope it's an exciting fight. I hope he doesn't fight like Steve Rolls did and try to survive as soon as he gets touched by a jab. Everybody jumped on Edgar for the last fight. If you really understand boxing, the hardest guy to fight is a guy that tries to survive and not fight you. Pedro Diaz and Mundo Boxing usually brings guys to fight, and that's what we want, and that's what we fully expect. As long as that happens, Edgar will do his job, and we'll have a great night. So let's hope that that's what we get in the ring.
Okay, let's listen to it again. For those who cannot listen, for those who don't understand boxing, okay, that is the hardest guy to fight. That is the hardest fight to the guy to fight. The hardest guy to fight is the guy who is trying to survive. Okay, he's not trying to fight. He's trying to survive. Okay, so let's watch it again.
To our main event, Edgar Berlanga, Alexis Angulo, Carl, this is an exciting fight. Just an exciting fight. I really have no other words for it. It's Puerto Rican Day weekend here in New York. This card is stacked, and Edgar headlining.
Well, I hope it's an exciting fight. I hope he doesn't fight like Steve Rolls did and try to survive as soon as he gets touched by a jab. Everybody jumped on Edgar for the last fight. If you really understand boxing, the hardest guy to fight is a guy that tries to survive and not fight you. Pedro Diaz and Mundo Boxing usually brings guys to fight, and that's what we want, and that's what we fully expect. As long as that happens, Edgar will do his job, and we'll have a great night. So let's hope that that's what we get in the ring.
Okay, there you have it. Okay, so sometimes you're going to get a boxer who's going to go in there and try to win the fight, but there's a different. Okay, there's a different. Okay, there's some guys who are in there to try to survive, not get knocked out. Okay, and there's some guys who are going to go in there like in Mayweather, like in Elislam Lara, like in let's say Demetrius Andre, who are going to go in there and box, but at the same time they're going to try to win the fight. But there are others who won't want to get knocked out, so they're just going to go in there and just survive the fight and just try to make his opponent look bad. That's what Steve Rose did in his last fight. Okay, that's what Steve Rose did. Okay. Okay, and in some point, that's the same thing. Marcelo Esteban did as well. He got a punch in and knocked down Edgar Berlanga. It didn't hurt Edgar Berlanga. It didn't almost knock out Edgar Berlanga like many people say around there. No. Edgar Berlanga wasn't hurt. Edgar Berlanga was not hurt. Okay. Edgar Berlanga was not hurt. Edgar Berlanga was just knocked down. Just like Benavides got knocked down, just like Tito Trinidad got knocked down 10 times in his career, one of the best champions, okay, in the world. Not only in Puerto Rico, in the world. Okay? He was off balance. The guy hit Edgar Berlanga, and Edgar Berlanga went down. It wasn't like Edgar Berlanga was hurt. Edgar Berlanga came into the last round and won the last round. Okay, and you just saw how that guy ended. His face looked at the end of the fight. Marcelo Esteban calls it his fight face. If you see his face at the end of the fight, it is just ignorant, man. It is just there's so many ignorant, childish YouTubers out there talking things that they don't know about. They don't know about. They use some words of other boxers because Marquez says some things about Edgar Berlanga that I'm going to go into that as well. That are just not true. They're just not true. Marquez sometimes tends to say some things that he's not right. He's not right because there's one thing that a guy is going to go in there to survive, just like Carl Moretti said. And there are some other fighters who will go in there and fight you, and those are the guys and I'm not saying you're not going to knock out a guy that is going to go in there to survive, but at the same time you got to be careful because if you make a mistake, they're going to make you pay for that mistake. Okay, so you just gotta go on with the same style that the guy is going to fight you. You're not going to try to do too much because if you try to do too much, maybe you could get knocked out. Okay, because that is something that they're trying to make you make a mistake, so they can get a punch in there and try to knock you out, and maybe you could get the knockout. The knockout. That is why I said Edgar Berlanga should have been throwing more punches in that last fight. He was like very careful and he was like confused in the fight, but Edgar Berlanga has learned a lot in his last three fights. So this guy, I don't think this guy could fight like Steve Rose, but he could do the same thing that Devin Nickerson did. start holding a lot, start trying to use his experience, to try to frustrate Edgar Belanga, use his elbows, use anything he can to try to make the fight hard for Edgar Belanga. But I think Edgar Belanga, with this last three fights, he has learned a lot. He got caught. He injured his arm in the Cáceres fight. Okay, his bicep. He got his surgery after that fight. So those are things that make you learn. Make you learn. Okay. I think we're gonna see a different Edgar Belanga in this fight, and I know that, and I'm hoping that Alexis Angulo comes in there and fight Edgar Belanga. Just go in there and fight because that is his style. That is his style. If he tries to change it, because Eugenio Rodriguez said something yesterday in my live stream that is real truth. Okay, there is something that is the truth. He said that this guy is training with Cubans. His trainers are Cubans, and if you take a look at the Cuban style is boxing. That is the Cuban style. Okay, so let's just hope that this guy comes to fight. Okay, if he doesn't come to fight, Edgar Belanga will if he doesn't win let's say pretty, if he doesn't get a pretty win, he's still gonna get a win by decision. He's gonna get criticized. He's gonna get like always, because they're not gonna give Edgar Belanga credit. They're not gonna get Edgar Belanga credit because everybody thinks that Edgar Belanga is gonna go in there and knock out everybody. But if so his opponent doesn't come to fight, like the last opponent Dave Benavides had, who came to fight and got knocked out because of that. Okay, maybe Edgar Belanga is not getting knocked out. Maybe he could get a couple of knockdowns, like he did with Devin Nickerson. But maybe he's not going to get a knockout because he got to protect him. So this is dangerous. This is a guy who could punch. Okay, so Edgar Belanga has got to go in there, box, but at the same time, he's going to be looking for the knockout. Okay, so let's take a look at what Samsung. I don't remember his last name. Samsung. I think I got his name right here. Samsung. Okay. No, that's not his name. Okay, but I know his first name is Samsung. Krowinski, something like that. Krowinski. Okay. Let's check this out. Let's take a look at what he says.
For David. And Andre is another fight that maybe it would win, but it will not look good.
So you're saying, so do you feel that Andre gives Benavides more problems than Canelo, or why wouldn't he look good?
It will beat, but it will not look good because it's the style make the fight for David.
Let's listen to it again.
Andre is another fight that maybe it would win, but it will not look good.
So you're saying, so do you feel that Andre gives Benavides more problems than Canelo, or why wouldn't he look good?
It will beat, but it will not look good because it's the style make the fight for David.
Okay, so maybe he will win. Maybe he will win, but he's not gonna look good. Okay, he's not gonna look good. Everybody likes to look good, right? In their fights, but sometimes your opponent is not gonna let you look good because he's not gonna come to fight. He's gonna come to just survive. And in the case of Andrade, maybe Andrade is going to try to come to win, but at the same time, Dave Benavides is not going to look good. He may even lose that fight. the monster, the Mexican monster, right? That is the Mexican monster. So why would the Mexican monster, okay, would not want to fight a guy who has a style that is going to make him look bad? Okay, it's going to make him look bad, just like Edgar looked bad in his last fight. He didn't look bad against Cáceres. Edgar Belanga looked good against Cáceres. He only got knocked down. That's it. But he beat up Cáceres. He beat him up. He beat up Devin Nickerson. He didn't get the knockout, but he beat them up. You just got to look at the face of Marcelo Esteban Cáceres and just look at the 4 knockdowns that he got against Devin Nickerson. Okay, in his last fight, the guy was there. Even the guy threw himself in the floor, man. The guy threw himself in the floor. So just imagine that. Just imagine that. This guy throwing himself in the floor because he didn't want to get knocked out. Miguel Belanga didn't even touch him, and he threw himself in the floor. Let's take a look at this because they were comparing Miguel Belanga to Felix Verdejo. Okay, so now that is the thing, comparing Miguel Belanga to Felix Verdejo. Felix Verdejo had a pretty good record, 27, 17, and 2 losses. This fight he was winning. He was winning in this fight against this guy, Antonio Lozada, who had a 38-2 record. Okay? 38-2 record. He was beating the guy. And at the end, he got knocked out in the last round because he didn't. That was the Verdejo problem. Verdejo didn't have a good stamina. Okay? He got tired. He got knocked out at the end. Both times. He knocked out this guy like 2 or 3 times. This Japanese guy who lost to Lomachenko by knockout. Okay, but let's take a look at his first 16 fights where he didn't get a knockout. He got 10 knockouts and six by them were by decision. Okay, Edgar Berlanga knocked out his first 16 opponents. Felix Verdejo's opponents combined had a record of 136 wins and 57 losses. Okay? 57 losses. Edgar Berlanga's first 16 opponents had a record combined of 175 and 67 losses. 10 more losses, but 40 more wins. 40 more wins. So Edgar Berlanga's first 16 opponents had better record combined than Felix Verdejo's, Canelo Alvarez, and David Benavidez, and even Jaron Ennis. Okay? But he only had 22 minutes in those 16 fights. And I'm not saying that Edgar Berlanga cannot lose. Edgar Berlanga can lose. Even against this guy, even against this guy, anybody could lose. Anybody. Okay? Anybody could lose. But like I have said before, I'm just going to support my fighters. I'm going to support them to the end. I know there are some people out there who don't like Edgar Berlanga, who are jealous of them just because Edgar Berlanga is having success. Edgar Berlanga has sold out the Hulu Stadium for the second time. And Sander Sayas is not there. Okay, so the other guy who might sell in this card was Sander Sayas. He's not there. And Edgar Berlanga still sold it out. Edgar Berlanga is already a draw. Edgar Berlanga is in the history books because Edgar Berlanga knocked out his first 16 opponents. Edgar Berlanga was prospect of the year in 2020. But the haters are going to be there. They're going to hate on me. They're going to hate on everybody who supports Edgar Berlanga. They're going to hate on all the Puerto Ricans. This guy, this this Chucky guy should say at the beginning of his video, they're all the way from Mexico. Okay, he says that he comes all the way from Puerto Rico. No, he comes all the way from Mexico. Today he was even saying chingada. What Puerto Rican do you listen saying chingado, chingada, chingado, chingada? We don't use that kind of language. That is a Mexican language. Okay, that is a Mexican language. Chingado, chingado. Okay, so you're a Mexican man. You don't attack Mexican boxers. You only attack Puerto Rican boxers. Okay, so just stick to your roots. You got Mexican roots. You love your Mexican fighters. Stay with your Mexican fighters. Keep attacking Puerto Ricans because you're not Puerto Rican. You're Mexican. Just stop just stop saying that you're Puerto Rican because you're not. You're not Puerto Rican. Okay? Keep attacking me. You can keep sending people to make pages, making fun of me, making fun of Edgar Belanga, saying whatever you want to say, but I'm a Puerto Rican. I'm going to support my Puerto Rican fighters. Even if they lose. Even if Edgar Belanga loses this fight, I'm going to keep supporting him. I had the same trouble, the same problems, and I'm Puerto Rican, and my favorite boxer was not Puerto Rican. Before I started supporting all of these Puerto Ricans and made in a big way, I support Edgar Belanga, okay, because he's my favorite fighter right now. But before Edgar Belanga, it was Deontay Wilder. And that was before I had this channel. I had to be arguing in Twitter with many people who were attacking me the same way they're attacking me now. The same way, man. They used to be putting things in my page, putting stuff like homosexual things because these people just like to go homosexual, man. They just turn gay. They have this transgender thing on them. They're men in the day and they're women at night. Okay, man, I'm telling you, it is crazy, man. It is crazy. It is crazy how these people can just do and they're not man up enough to go in there and say, I did this. I did that page. You're gonna send their minions to do it. I don't know if it was the Fat Boy or Chucky, but one of the two did this page. Oh Jesus Christ, man! And you just gotta laugh because, man, when you're a public figure like me, because I'm here, I'm showing myself. I'm here defending my fighters, and I'm here just trying to man. You know all the hate that Edgar Blanca got today in the press conference. If you took a look at the comment section, man, it was hate, man, hate. The majority of the people in that comment section was hating on Edgar Berlanga. Luis Berlanga was there, man. Luis Berlanga was there. I got to salute Luis Berlanga. He saluted me back, and it reminded me. It reminded me that the days of Floyd Mayweather, the same hate Floyd Mayweather was getting, Edgar Berlanga is getting. It's the same hate. The same hate. They're crazy to see Edgar Berlanga lose. They want to see Edgar Berlanga lose. That's all they want. See Edgar Berlanga lose. Okay? That's all I have, family. I'm going to come back tomorrow with a Spanish video, okay? And it's going to be an upload because the live stream on Saturday is going to be real long, okay? It's going to be like 4 or 5 hours. I don't know. Let's say there's going to be 3 or 4 hours because it's going to start at 7 and the fight, Edgar Belanga's fight is going to be like at 10:30, and it's going to end late. It's going to be like a 12 midnight. Okay, so I'm going to be there for that live stream. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get the complete live stream. Okay, family. We're gonna be there. Sometimes we're gonna take a little break after a fight. And then we're going to keep going and just watching all the fights, all the Puerto Rican fights. Okay, family? So thanks a lot for being here. Thanks for your support. Thanks for the people who have subscribed to my channel. Thanks for the likes. And I love you in the name of Jesus Christ. Hey, my family. God bless Israel. God bless the United States of America. God bless this beautiful island that God has given us all. And God bless you all, my people. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.